Hey everybody, Qroo here. I recently did a video about locuciones. Those are two or more words in Spanish that have a set meaning. They're a phrase. And you often can't figure out what it would mean just looking at it word for word, so you have to learn them as a set phrase. An example of a locución is de vez en cuando, from time to time. Now, learning locuciones can give your Spanish a huge boost because instead of building your vocabulary word by word, like comer to eat, correr to run, you can start to learn these phrases and plug them in chunks in your Spanish. In this video, I'm going to be covering 15 locuciones that I did not cover in the first video. I will put a link to the first video in the description. If you missed that one, you can check it out. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this. Our first locución is a ciegas, and it means blindly. Now remember, you're learning this as a set phrase. So on your word list or your flashcards, you're going to have a ciegas, not just ciegas by itself, blindly. He made the decision blindly without having all of the information. Él tomó la decisión a ciegas, sin tener toda la información. Our next one is a escondidas, secretly. They left secretly without telling anyone. Salieron a escondidas, sin decirle nada a nadie. Our next one is a lo grande. I like this one. In a big way, going all out. They celebrated the event in a big way with music and lots of people. Celebraron el evento a lo grande con música y mucha gente. Our next one is de golpe, suddenly. And golpe means like a strike, but de golpe is suddenly. The door slammed shut suddenly with the wind. La puerta se cerró de golpe con el viento. Our next one is perder de vista, to lose sight of something. Perder means to lose, vista, sight, but together you got to remember that day. It's a set phrase, right? That's how we're going to learn it. Perder de vista, to lose sight of something. We shouldn't lose sight of the main objective. No debemos perder de vista el objetivo principal. Next one, por completo, completely. This one's very useful because you want to say, completely a lot, don't you? Well, I don't know if it's a lot. I do think it's useful though. I completely forgot what I had to do. Olvidé por completo lo que tenía que hacer. Next one, I use quite a bit. Tener que ver con, and I'm going to include that preposition con. To have something to do with something, like be related to something. So let's say you're talking to someone and you're like, look, this has to do with what happened yesterday. Esto tiene que ver con lo que pasó ayer. Now, I often use this one in the negative. This doesn't have anything to do with what happened yesterday. And we're just going to make a small tweak there. We're going to add the word nada. Esto no tiene nada que ver con lo que pasó ayer. Our next one is a largo plazo, 3 words, in the long term. This is a great sentence starter, just kind of way to segue into something. In the long term, this will benefit everyone. A largo plazo, esto va a beneficiar a todos. And our next one, in the short term, a corto plazo. In the short term, we have to spend less. A corto plazo, tenemos que gastar menos. Next one on our list is llevar a cabo, 3 words. And llevar means to carry. You probably knew that one, right? But if you just saw this and you're like, that a cabo, what does that mean? But if you learn this as a set phrase, it means to carry something out, to get it done. The company carried out an internal investigation, that kind of carried out. La empresa llevó a cabo una investigación interna. I used to use this a lot in law enforcement when we talked about, carrying out search warrants, executing those, investigations, things like that. It's pretty useful. And the next one is poner en duda, and that means to question, to doubt something. Literally says to put in doubt. So poner means to put, if that helps you remember it. That decision made investors question the company's future. So that's a pretty complex little example there, huh? Esa decisión hizo que los inversionistas pusieran en duda el futuro de la empresa. There's a lot going on there. You may have looked at that and been like, okay, the structure there is a little complex. I get it was complex, Paul, but that pusieran, why is it A-N? Well, that's because that is in the imperfect subjunctive. If you don't know what the subjunctive is, just think of it as I often explain it this way, a different set of conjugations that are triggered by certain grammatical constructions. And we have the subjunctive in English, but it's just not that important. So we really can't even relate it to our English to know, when to use it in Spanish. So the easiest way to learn it is you just learn these little triggers. And that's a trigger. Hacer que, whatever comes after que, like to make or cause something to be done, that's going to be in the subjunctive. If you want to learn more about the subjunctive, I have an entire playlist dedicated to it. You can sit around and eat popcorn, drink coffee, whatever you like to do, and just binge watch it. If you'd like to learn, subjunctive triggers much faster, have them all in one place, I do have a PDF for sale just dealing with subjunctive triggers. Not every one there is, because there are so many that if I gave you all of them, it'd be useless. But high frequency, common ones, all broken down into formulas with examples, so you can put them right in your Spanish toolbox and start using them right away. I'll put a link to that in the description section as well. The next one on our list is en lugar de, instead of or in place of. We decided to fix the problem instead of ignoring it. Decidimos solucionar el problema, or resolver el problema, there's different ways you can say that, en lugar de ignorarlo. The next one is por culpa de, because of the blame of, and it's negative, right? It's the blame of someone. I arrived late because of the traffic, because of blame of the traffic. I know that sounds really odd, but remembering these things literally does really help me. It might help you. Llegué tarde por culpa del tráfico. Next one is bajo pretexto de, under the pretext of, and you'll also see it with el, bajo el pretexto de, either one, whichever one you like. He entered the building under the pretext of delivering a package. Él entró al edificio bajo pretexto, or el pretexto, de entregar un paquete. This next one is one of my favorite sentence starters. It should definitely be in your Spanish toolbox. A partir de, and it means starting from some time period. Starting tomorrow, I'll wake up early. A partir de mañana me levanto temprano. Now, some of you may be like, Paul, you say I will wake up early and you just use present tense. You're going to see that a lot in Spanish, present tense used when you're naming a future time frame, where in English we'll use the future tense. For example, we'll say, I will see you tomorrow. We'll see each other tomorrow. In Spanish, it's just, nos vemos mañana. We see each other tomorrow. So you're going to see that a lot. Would you be wrong if you said future tense? Me levantaré mañana? No. But I'd probably go present tense on this one. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. And until next time, hasta luego.